How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. We got an old dresser here that was actually thrown in the garbage, and I kind of saved it. I didn't want it to be thrown away, and because it is all wood. It's not a real old one, but it was old enough to have real wood in it. So it's got some knobs missing. And it needs, we're just going to clean it up and give it a good paint job. Bring it back to life, I guess. So I'll take you guys along with me and show you what we're going to do to it. I will give you a little close-up of the dresser. I noticed it had, it has almost all the knobs, but I think there might be one or two. I don't know if there's even one or two missing, but they're different. So I'm going to go pick up all new knobs for it. Let's see if we can get these guys. Oh, yeah, see, there's one knob in there. But it's actually all real wood. I don't know what this thing would have been used for. The dresser type. It doesn't have dovetail, but that's okay. Like I said, I think it's put together rather good. Pretty nice. The drawers have some partitions. Like there would have been like a partition through here. Like it would have been even something, I don't know, in a pantry or I don't know. Or maybe you'd put socks here and underwear and whatever. I don't know. But anyhow, all the drawers are actually pretty sturdy. We don't have to do much to the drawers besides clean them out and get them sanded down. But all the drawers are actually pretty good. A couple of them had these stripes in them, you know, like for partitions that went down through there. But must have took them out. And I thought this would be good for a little kid. There's another knob down in there. I thought it would be for good for a child. Or something like that. And why throw it away? It's just going to go to the landfill. Why not clean it up and get it painted and give it to somebody that can use it? So let's get this thing going. The first thing I'm going to do is get all these knobs off. And we're not going to throw the knobs away. There may not be enough for this job, but we may be able to use them on another job. So we're just going to take them, put the little screws back in the back of them, and we'll throw them in a container here, and hopefully we can use them on another project instead of throwing them away. So basically, just got to get all these knobs off here. Now hopefully we could use these knobs in a future project. I hate to throw anything away, so if we put them all together and keep them somewhere, we may be able to use them on something else we build. Keep them in a container. Now what I'm going to do is take all the drawers out and we're going to set it off to the side. We're going to set them off to the side and we're going to get to working on this piece first. Alright, now that we got all the drawers out, the knobs off, we just got this guy sitting here, we're going to go ahead and sand it down. I'm using a little bit of 100 sandpaper and then we'll take it down to another. We want to try to get all the clear off this guy. Alright, we got it all sanded down. Looking pretty good. We tried to get all the shiny clear off of it. So our paint or whatever we stick to it is going to stick. So now we'll get on with the rest of it here. First thing I'm going to do to this dresser after getting it sanded and cleaned up, we're going to put a coat of primer on this thing. That way our paint will stick. Doesn't have to be real thick, we just want a nice thin layer of primer on here. Alright, we got everything primered. Now we'll let this set up and dry real good and then we'll put a coat of paint on them. Alright, we're going to put a coat of green on these. It's kind of a dark green. Okay, the green's dry. We're going to go ahead and put a coat of tan on it now. We're just doing light coats on this thing. Now we're going to get a coat of white paint on this. We're going to paint the whole thing white. I might end up, I don't know, I may put 2 coats of this white on there. I don't know, maybe. But it's just going to be thin coats. Okay, we're going to give this thing one more good coat of white paint, and then I think she's going to be done. The other coats got real good and dry, so we'll get this coat on there and we'll let her set up, and then hopefully be done with this thing. Okay, so far we got a coat of primer, 1 coat of green, 1 coat of brown, a beige, and 2 coats of white. So now what I'm going to do is I got some of the beige and I added just a little bit of water in the paint and mixed it up. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take this and make us some lines in this. We're just going to kind of simulate a grain in the wood. We're not going to do this real heavy. We just want this really light in here. And we're going to go over the whole thing just like this. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this whole thing up, getting all these stripes in here, and then I'll get you guys back in here. Alright, we got all the beige color on there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get that green out after this dries. We're going to do the same thing to it. Now I wanted to let you guys know the type of brush that I'm using for this is one of them old throwaway brushes you can get from Lowe's there. I think they're $1 or something. And you just throw it away, and I like the bristles on it because they fan out. They're not perfect. And that's what's nice to use to make them lines. So we're getting ready to mix up our green paint and get this guy done. Okay, we got our watered down green paint now, and we're going to do the same thing we did with the brown. Just a nice light streaks on it. Just kind of make it look like your green in the wood. Just like that. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do the rest of the dresser like this, and then we'll get you guys back in here. Okay, now what I'm going to do, this is pretty well dry. We're going to take some 220 sandpaper on our palm sander, and we're going to just start sanding these guys down. Now you can see we're going to have places on the edges. If I get you a little closer here, you can see the edge where it's peeling up, and it's got the green and the beige in it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to give them a good sanding, and then we're going to get us a coat of clear on these guys. Better look here. Alright, now all I'm going to do is put a coat of clear on the dresser and the drawers. We're just going to throw a coat of clear on them now. I got a little foam cheapy brush here, and we're just going to put a nice little coat of clear on it. Now that's going to darken up just a little bit on the wood spots, which that's what we want anyhow. Instead of using a stain or something on it, because I didn't want it too dark. I just want it to look like it's warm. So we'll go ahead and get a coat on, a clear on here, and then we'll get you guys back in here. Alright, now we got these dried up. What we're going to do is I'm going to take a drill and just drill out these holes, new holes, because they get full of paint and everything in them. So we're just going to run the drill through them, and we're going to put just a touch of Modern into this. And I got some nice white porcelain knobs, which I really like a lot. And we're going to go ahead and put these knobs on. This is just a little touch of Modern to it. I think this will look nice. We picked these up at Lowe's. I think this is going to be a nice looking dresser when it's all said and done. I think. Now, I would like for you guys to leave me a comment and tell me how I did on the dresser. What you think I could or should have done to make it better. I would appreciate it. Or if you think it's just fine the way it is, just give me thumbs up. I appreciate the thumbs up. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get our knobs all put on, and then we'll get the dresser set up for you. Okay, the little dresser is finished. It's got its clear on it. We got the little white porcelain knobs on it, and I personally think it looks okay. If you guys want, if you could, kind of give me some comments and let me know if I did okay on that. Because this is pretty much like the first dresser I've ever done like that. So, no, I think it turned out pretty nice. Just a little different for me. Just trying to give you guys a good view of it, so you know what it looks like. Okay, the little dresser was actually heading for the garbage bin. It had come out of a car and they were getting ready to throw it in the garbage, and I asked them if I could have it. No problem. So we saved this guy from the garbage. And Kayla, I was making this for my daughter-in-law. I just wanted you guys to know. Kayla, I hope you like it. I hope it's what you want. And I would like everyone out there, if you know something I could have changed or done to make it better, leave me a comment. If you like it just the way it is, leave me a thumbs up. I'd like to tell everybody thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time.